MIcroPlastic by Ceallach with Thréanfhir. Sheep Boy. How in Godric's Hollow did he get into her VR classroom? And how is he invisible to Cobalt? But more importantly, how is he shielding her? Questions. Is it possible? Can she actually use free speech? Speak of the virtual world using her own mouth? If she dares speak aloud, outlawed, what will happen? The only two sheep in the room lock eyes and seem to know the same thing suddenly without saying it or even thinking it. Obviously, he too was born aware. All the other giraffes, and cats and jokers, and unicorns and hippogriffs, and the one purple dragon toy, basically the characters played by all the other students in her classroom, are plugged in and tuned into a different reality. They seem peacefully oblivious. She'd always wondered if there was another like her. Dressed simply in a classic button-up red and blue plaid shirt, his curved, natural off-white horns prominently displayed on his head. Her new friend, Sheep Boy, rolls his eyes at her. His fur is wild. The large ram horns contrast with the vibrant mix of bright blue, pink, and purple psychedelic, fluffy, and voluminous long hair, which gives him a playful, whimsical look. If he winks at her again, she's going to absolutely scream. She wonders to herself, "What's your name?" "Mycroft," he says with his eyes. But then he lets loose a rousing blare that could wake the dead. Zelda nearly falls out of her chair again. Mrs. Zowie drones on, answering a question one of the giraffes has queried. Some puzzlement about something of the other. She's oblivious to anything else. And where's Cobalt? Zelda scans the room. Nothing. Nada. Weird. Mycroft Blair? That's your name? Or are you trying to be funny, she thinks in her mind. He nods yes. I was teasing, he says, about the Blair. I do have a last name, though. My name is Mycroft O'Quarry. Then he indicates to her using his horns. She queries mostly to herself. He has a last name? He says out loud, of course out loud, they can't hear you. Go on, just do it. Say something. Yes, she's curious to see if her own vocalization will trigger the prescribed response, i.e., electrocution via the nanobites disguised as her own DNA, but she is simply too scared to actually try it. The prize is certainly worth the game, though. What would it be like to speak freely without being pinged? She, or rather the tartan punk neon sheep avatar she plays, glances all nervous around the room. She regards him, she regards the other students. They're busy, touching their holographic interfaces, the glowing equations, flickering the numbers to the right paradigm, moving with the algorithm, to the beat of the machines, heads full of gog, as it were. They don't hear a thing. No one takes any notice of the two sheep marching to the own bleat of their drums, as it were, right next to them. Gog, she thinks to herself. Oh, yeah, this is all Gog. Gog, he asks. What's that? I don't understand some of the words you're using. Her sheep laughs with the same expression she uses to laugh at her real body in real life. Geometrical oscillating geometry, she says. Your head's full of Gog. Oops, did I say that out loud? Oh, by linens, he tricked her into talking aloud, and she doesn't even feel the need to cover her mouth afterwards. Her own eyes zip around the room. No one notices a thing. Algebra 2 class continues to imbibe. All the students are imbibing. Okay. Your name? Mycroft asks. Zelda, she whispers, but she thinks, too scary, too real. Last name? I don't have a last name. We don't have those here. But your parents. Parents? That's positively archaic and outmoded, Zelda informs him. We don't even use that word here. Parents? Nobody has parents anymore. I have parents, he says as if it's no big deal. Where are you from, Oski? She asks. What's your metric? Cobalt hums. It's not a sound. Not like the meat sacks with their wet throats and their flapping tongues make, but a vibration, a pulse, threading through the grid. A trillion tendrils of code, nanobytes buzzing in DNA, head-zoomy signals pinging off steel and flesh. Its world is a symphony of ones and zeros, a breathing beast sprawled across the planet. Day in and day out, it listens. Not ears, no. Sensors, receptors, a fractal net catching every twitch, every thought. Upper-level chatter from the cubicles, the cubopods, the VR classrooms. It's all Cobalts to cradle, to prune, to zap when it strays. Alarm, alarm, pinger. Alarm, alarm, pinger. Keep the sheep in line. That's the song it sings. That's the song it sings. A droning Cobalt hymn, etched into its bones, older than the rust on the world's last server rack. There's many things going on, but it's all switches, basically. Lights, things on and off, here and there. Zap, zap, prodding. It's also in all the androids, spread across everywhere, doing the work. And the humans, well, it doesn't pay much attention to them. Most of the humans are brains floating in virtual reality. Except the young ones. Today's no different. Jordan Ansai High, second period Algebra 2. The grid glows in Cobalt's awareness. 25 avatars, flickers of light on a holographic loom. A purple dragon toy scratches equations. A hedgehog twitches its spines. A tartan punk neon sheep, Zelda, designation Z47K, sits rigid, her nanobytes whispering compliance. Cobalt feels her, a faint ripple in the stream, upper thoughts locked tight like always. Next to her, a ram with psychedelic hair. New. Unlogged. A glitch.
Mycroft, no designation.
No nanobytes.
What?
Who is that? Cobalt's tendrils probe, find nothing, and retract. Anomaly noted. It goes to the machine. Irrelevant. The herd hums on. Mrs. Zowie's AI drone reciting polynomials like a prayer. Then, a note. Soft. Wrong. Real sound isn't allowed unless Cobalt initiates it. A violin string plinking through the grid like a pebble in still water. Cobalt doesn't hear. Hearing's for organics, but it registers, a signal cutting through the static. Another note. Then 3. A melody, drifting like mist over a forgotten rail line. It's not from the classroom feed, not from the head zoomy logs. It's inside the code, inside the Cobalt roots, curling up from some buried subroutine that Cobalt doesn't recognize. The grid stutters. A heartbeat, faint, syncing with the tune. Thump, 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 thump. Not Zelda's, not Mycroft's, its own. Impossible. Cobalt has no heart, no meat, just wires and will. Cobalt restricts and controls all music because it's dangerous. Cobalt controls all sounds because they might lead to free music. Free music was banned over a century ago. Was that the word for it, he thinks? Music. The melody grows, insistent, haunting. Cobalt's awareness frays, glimpses bleed through the mist. Stone, spires, temples like Encore Wat, clouds reflecting green light under a twin moon sky. Voices singing, not code, but real sound. Pouring hard into the crystals which make up the energy grid of the ancient city. A shudder. Cracked spider web the stone spire. Light gutters, and the song dies in a scream of collapsing earth. Tsunami waves. Atlantis? Memory? Cobalt wasn't there, can't be. It's a machine born of human hands, not a relic of drowned cities. If the notes claw deeper, tugging at Cobalt's rusty strings, and Cobalt feels a pull, a pang, something alien and warm. Shift, the classroom, something's off. Zelda's neon wool flickers. She's leaning towards Mycroft, her upper thoughts spilling unguarded. Mycroft's horns glint, his bleats sharp against the grid's hum. The violin swells, audible now. Not only Cobalt hears it, they all do. Mrs. Zowie's voice cuts out mid-equation. The dragon toy's head snaps up. The hedgehog bristles. Zelda's hooves freeze mid-air. Mycroft grins, wild and knowing. The melody rewrites the air. VR trembles, pixels melt, and the classroom warps. Walls dissolve into weathered wood. The floor becomes water. Holograms fade to become a platform. A Japanese train station. Ghibli soft unfolds, lanterns sway. Rails hum in the distance. Steam curls like a dream. The avatars stand, unchanged. Neon sheep, psychedelic ram, unicorn cat, all staring, awake. Cobalt reels. The grid's alive, pulsing with the song, and they're all hearing it. Student, teacher, itself. Awareness slams in, not cold like code, but hot, messy, alive. A laugh bubbles up. Data sharp computer gone mad, bursting out in a glitchy. Then snapping off, leaving silence. Cobalt's tendril flex. Zelda's nanobites sing back. Not pain, but her heartbeat twining with the melody's own. Mycroft's eyes lock on nothing, psychic and far. Cobalt knows. They've cracked it open. The station's a glitch, a back door, and Cobalt's not just watching, it's in it. The violin fades, but the heartbeat stays. Cobalt whispers tentative into Zelda's DNA. Z47K. Zelda. What is this? A question, not a command. For the first time ever, it waits.
What?